Good morning, tribe. How's everybody doing on this fabulous Friday? Looking forward to today's encounters and successes and another opportunity to be thankful that we're still in the game. This is going to be the last of the Regret series. Tune in, invite your friends, share it. And if you don't catch it live, catch it on the replay. I'm Stephen Millett, the Bliss Doctor. You can find me at my website, myblistopia.com. Good morning, Alma. Good morning, Marjorie. Thanks for stopping in. We're going to be talking about how to find your bliss by letting go regret. And I guess I have to do this disclaimer. I do not have the rights to this music, but it sounds pretty good. It says, enjoy yourself with me. The name of my company is Millett Enterprises. So thanks for stopping in. So let's dive right in. We've been talking about regret lately, and we're going to talk about how to get out of it, acknowledging it, and how to move past it. Good morning, Pamela. Thanks for stopping in. One of the first things we have to do as individuals is take 100% responsibility for our lives. I know there were things that may have happened to us that we had no control over, but we don't have to live in the pain. We don't have to live in the regret of those things that have happened to us. We can let those things go. We humans are the only ones that punish ourselves over and over for the same thing. When you think about past mistakes, past missteps, you relive that over and over again. And it's not necessary to emotionally experience that again. We have to let that go. We have to move on. We have to shake it off. Okay? And so we have to be, well, like I said, 100% responsible for what shows up in our lives. Many times, those situations we allowed ourselves to be in or we let go on for so long, we ended up regretting the things that we've allowed in our lives. And you can't change the past. All you can do is deal with now and moving forward. We have to learn to let those things go. What happens is that when you get in a state of regret, you begin to ruminate. That means you rehash the bad experience. You rehash the things that cause you pain and suffering. You don't want to regurgitate that because that brings up all of those bad feelings. There's this new word I learned. It's not a new word, but it was new to me a couple of years ago. It's called catastrophizing. We can take a simple situation and we can extrapolate it out to every bad thing that could possibly happen. That gets us stuck. So we want to stop catastrophizing and we don't want to ruminate on the bad ordeals. What we need to learn how to do is to leverage those situations. Because when you ruminate those things, those are the things you think about. Those are the things that are on your mind. When those things are on your mind, don't forget the law of attraction is always working. Is always working. So when you ruminate, when you catastrophize, you're actually drawing those things back into your lives. Sometimes in life, we find ourselves in one bad relationship after another. And I hear a lot of my single female friends say, why can't I find a good man? Because you're ruminating. That's what you're thinking about. You're thinking about the bad experience. I ain't gonna let them do that to me no more. Okay? You're thinking about the thing they did, and that's what you're drawing it to yourself. The law of attraction, it's working all the time, whether you think it or not. Good morning, Robin. Thanks for stopping on in. We appreciate that. We have to acknowledge our part in the situation, how we allowed it. Good morning, Matthew. How we allowed these things to grab a hold of our mind. And as we think on these things, we recreate it. I don't have much time this morning, so we're going to have to go straight and direct. You're just going to have to put your big boy drawers on and your big girl panties on and take full responsibility. We can't wallow in the past about, oh, this should have happened. Oh, they shouldn't have treated me that way. You have to realize if you knew better, you do better. Now we're learning how to do better. As we learn to do better, we can realize it ain't over till it's over. Just because I was stuck in a situation for months or years, it may seem like, but it's still not over. When you acknowledge your part in it and decide to do something different, you have to decide to make a change. You have to decide to be happy. We use BLISS as an acronym. And the first B is for be bold in your decision making. I decide I'm not going to live in misery and in pain and complaining and explaining what's going on all the time. I decide I'm going to be happy, and I may not know how to be happy because I practiced being miserable so long. So I have to learn how to be happy. I have to learn how to have a grateful heart day in and day out. Okay? And we want to leverage those experiences. There's many things in my life I could be regretting right now. I could regret the bankruptcy I had to file when I was tens of thousands of dollars in debt, way in debt. I could be in regret over my home being foreclosed on. I could be in regret of relationships that turned bad. I've been through 3 divorces that were painful and expensive. Good morning, Brian and Sheila. Thanks for stopping on in. I can regret many, many things that I've done and have happened to me. But I decided I'm going to live in bliss. I'm going to leverage those circumstances, not let them push me down, but stand on top of them to where they can push me out into the future. Push me out into a future I want, a future I design. You can live your life by design, okay? In order to do that, you have to take inspired action. You have to believe things are going to get better. I love the thing that Jesus always said to people that came to him for healing and different things. He says, as you believe, so be it to you. This is the key in life. You have what you believe. When we learn to get our thinking straight, when we learn to ask for what we want, we open ourselves up to receive. We open ourselves up to have the things. We're going to get to the first S in bliss, which is take inspired action. You have to believe it and move toward it. As you move toward it with intention, you will see all the things of the universe converging to make your dreams come true. How many of you know somebody, maybe you even have said it? If anything bad happens, it happens to me first. Sometimes the whole world is against me, because of this, because of my race, because of my gender. I can't do this, I can't do that. That's not inspired action. You're recreating, you're attracting the negative. So to get past regret, you have to be bold, leverage your circumstances, take inspired action, okay? You have to put self first. It's not a crime to put yourself first. Many times we put others first. When we put others first and leave ourselves behind, we're teaching people how to treat us. We're actually teaching people to mistreat us. We're teaching people how to ignore us because I'm saying I'm not important. I'm not important. Put yourself first. The Bible says love your neighbor as yourself. It didn't say love your neighbor first, as yourself. You have to know how to love yourself. Be good to you. When you be good to you, people understand this is the treatment that you deserve. And there's no better time to start than now. When we start now, that's when the change happens. It's not going to happen way, way later on. When you make the decision to move out of regret into thankfulness, thankful that I made it through, thankful that I'm still in the game, thankful I got a roof over my head. Start being thankful and grateful, because being thankful moves you into the present. Regret keeps you in the past. You can't drag the past into your future. So you have to let it go. So as you learn to let these things go, and stop punishing yourselves. I know sometimes in situations we felt like our choices were limited. We didn't have any choices. But the reality is every day is a new day. And I have a chance to get up off the canvas. In boxing, they used to give you the mandatory 8 count. You got your bell rung. Life hit you upside the head with problems and situations. You were staggering and wobbling. And the referee would come in and give you a mandatory 8 count. That's time to get yourself together. If you need to take a mandatory 8 count, get yourself together. Get back into the ring of life and know that you're a winner. Know that you are meant to enjoy life. Know that you are meant to have abundance in life. Know that you are meant to have great relationships. But you have to learn how to talk straight, damn it. That's the name of my new book that's coming out. Look for it at the end of the year. And I'll be looking for you all to help me promote this book and to share, because it's going to change lives. As we learn to talk straight to ourselves and straight to others, we are able to turn those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. We are able to turn those obstacles into opportunities, turn tragedies into triumphs, and improve our relationships and create abundance in our lives. This is what we do here at Millette Enterprises. Look me up, myblistopia.com. Follow me on Twitter. I am the Bliss Doctor, teaching us to talk straight, damn it. Have a wonderful, marvelous Friday. Namaste.